Hi everybody, happy Friday. We're live thanks to all of our awesome friends and people who already liked the page. Thanks for sharing it and getting us up over that 100 mark so that we could do another live. We really like doing the live video so we can talk to people and it's really cool. So everybody's sleeping. And we left this up so that they couldn't hear us setting up the crate to play. So hopefully you get to see all their little heads when we wake them up to come play. All right, puppy, 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 time to wake up. You want to come play? Puppy, puppy, puppy. Come here, puppies. Hey, puppies. You want to come play? We got some toys. We've got some toys. They're coming. It's going to be exciting. Puppy puppies. Puppy puppies. Oh boy. You're stronger than I am. Hey puppies. Hey puppies. Hello. Do you want to come play? Do you want to come play? Hi. Hey puppy. Are you guys going to be tired? They were just out playing not too long ago. What do you think? What do you think? You have a... Oh, there's Zoot. There's Zoot. Hey, come on. Come play. Hello. Hello. Here, back up so you can see. Hi, Flapper Girl. Hi, Flapper Girl. Hello, Jory. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Hello. What you sniffing at? You don't have to go potty, do you? It's the other direction. It's the other direction. Yeah, hello. Come on and play. Oh my goodness, look at, she's sleeping on the pig. She seems to get us a little pillow. Hi, Shim Shim. Hello. Did we wake you up out of a sound sleep? Hello, George. Hello. Oh, kisses. Do you want to come out? You want to sit? You want to sit? You want to sit before you come
Alright, so this is normally a big hit. This is their tunnel, and they can't get enough of this thing.
Yeah, the tunnel's great.
Let's see.
Oh, you're so... Oh, it's just too big to make it over. It's just too big to make it over. Oh, we got a little accident over there. George lost his way already. And Mira's in here. She's still sleepy. We just did a playtime about an hour ago. So maybe they might need a little bit more rest time. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, everyone's doing really well. I'm going to pull up my phone here so that I can see any questions or anything going on. Hi, Mira. Hello. Hello. All right. This is definitely through the video.
Yep.
The live.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, there it is. Okay, I see it now. All right. Maybe. I wonder if it'll let us be in two places at one time. I think it will. All right. Cool. So everybody's doing really well. And yeah, there we go. Going potty already because she just woke up. So that's Mira. Look at that. Such a good girl. They're using their potty trees and doing really well. They are doing so well with potty training that when we take them out, we actually have to plan a time to come back home so they can go potty in the yard because there's nowhere to go when you're out. So when we took them to the vet and if we take them to a store or something, we have to just plan accordingly and come back home. So until they can go on public grass, we just don't have them walking, you know, like if we're in a parking lot, we're not just going to put them on the lawn so that they can go potty. So, yeah. But we do have about quite a bit. We're really, really trying to get as much social activity going as possible we hold them, we keep them safe, we don't put them on the grass or floors or anything like that. But we do have them seeing lots of faces and sounds and smells and different lighting and experiences, and they do so well with it. So yeah, so that's been really good.
Yeah, I think we're already seeing the benefits of their early neurological stimulation, in that they seem to be very they just, nothing alarms them as far as a noise or a new experience. They just sort of take it all in stride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car rides are awesome, and I was reminded today how blessed we are to have really, really good travelers here, because every single one, here, let me move that so you can get some wrestling in. Look at that. Lindy starts it. Don't feel bad just because she's one of the smallest. She starts it every time. She's on the bottom, but she's always the common denominator. Huh. Anyway, so having them out in the car, we have never had anybody have a sick tummy even one time, and we're going on some pretty long trips. Like from here to the vet is a good, 25 minutes at least? Yeah, 25 minutes. Ouch! No. Toy. Yeah. I know, I'm wearing a sock. That probably looks like a new toy, huh? Yeah, and we've done that, a number of times. They do so good in the car. So, let's see. Another big news was swimming. They swam yesterday. Not everybody, but let's see. We had Lindy went and got in the water all on her own. It was really, really cool. And who else? Zoo, which is amazing because he's literally going to be living on a lake. So, what? No, ma'am. You need a chew toy. I'm not it. I think the rest are all up there. So, we do not let puppies bite on us, by the way, at all, as cute as it is. I used to always think it was weird when we had our first puppy ever, our lab, and whenever we met people, they would just stick their hands right in his mouth, and they're like, oh, puppy biting, and they would just shove everything in there, and I was like, why do you want the dog to bite you? It didn't make any sense to me. So I thought maybe it was some weird training technique I hadn't learned yet. It's not. You shouldn't let them bite you. So, but you should redirect. Give a toy. Yeah. But this is why they stay with their litter for the correct amount of weeks, so that they can learn not to do that with each other. Toy. And, yeah. That's how biting works. All right. Toy. So, anyway, all right. So, Zoo, he swam. He did really good. I'll be putting up swimming videos, too, this week. Here, yeah, go play with each other. And then George swam, and it was adorable. So, yeah, so I have some cute videos, and it was very, very sweet. But we took them over to a safe spot where we knew they could give it a go, and we just were going to get their little toes wet. We were expecting Lindy to just keep tipping her toes in until she was all the way in and swimming like the good dog she is. So, all right, well, let's say hi to everybody while they're wide awake and a little feral. Okay, what do you think? Huh? I'm not one of the puppies. All right, let's see. Should we go birth order?
Yep.
Okay. Who went first? Lindy. Lindy, you want to go first? All right. So let's see. So I was just talking about Lindy a little bit ago, and she is still available. All right. I know. Don't worry. Not for long. I would keep you anyway because you're like the sweetest thing in the world. All right. So Lindy is the one with just the most adorable face in person, and she is an absolute doll. You went in that's the wrong spot. That's the wrong spot. So she is, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Excuse me, it's not your turn. It's not your turn yet. All right, cool. Everybody woke up. All right, so here's Lindy. Look at her. Isn't she the best? She's so sweet. So she has the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest personality. She really does. She's so calm and so sweet, but she is also incredibly playful. She is probably the fastest out of everybody. Even though she is usually the smallest, she is very, very fast, and she swims. So I just think she's pretty naturally athletic. So I don't think it will matter to her if she is maybe a couple pounds on the smaller side of the rest of the litter. She is, she's nice and fast. Yes, you are. But her personality is just really, really precious. She is going to be a very, very difficult one for us to say goodbye to, because she really just gets right in your heart. Who was next? The boys, right?
Yep, Zoot.
Zoot. All right, Zoot. Where are you? There, no, he's at the bottom of the Lindy pile. See? She starts it. She starts it. Come here. Can I have him? Can I have your chew toy, Lindy? Can I have... So, Zoot's one of the biggest. So, Lindy... I hope Lindy goes to a family that has, like, a giant dog, too. Or a cow. Just something. She likes the big animals. She needs like one of those dynamics where you have one really, really big pet and one really little pet. I think it'll be the cutest thing. But she always goes right for whatever the biggest thing is. So, let's see. So here's Zoot. Hey, Zoot. If Mom and Dad are watching, say hi. Hello. Zoot did so good with his swimming. Oh, I know. Lindy's short legs get her around, but she doesn't know that they're short. So she's so fast. Yeah, so here's Zoot. Zoot is well-loved and well-spoken for. He should be, as long as weaning keeps going well. He should be going home next weekend to his home. He's doing fantastic. He is definitely one of the tallest and biggest. I guess George isn't taller than him, but he's heavier now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Zoot's definitely the tallest. And he's a lot of fun. He definitely has overshadowed George quite a bit, so people are going to be pleasantly surprised when they meet George, because George is equally as cute. But Zoot did great with swimming. He will be right on the water, so he will be a boating dog and doing all the water sports, and he's going to love that. So, let's see. George, come here, pumpkin.
Shorty George.
Shorty George.
Don't let his name fool you. He was named after a dance move, not after his stature.
Not because he's short. Although I guess he will be short, so.
Relative.
George is, like, I can't even handle how much I love him. All right, let's get nice and close. But look at that sweet face of his. Look at that. He is so sweet. I love his broad little face and how precious he is. And his personality is this. What you see right here. This is George. He's looking at me funny. It's okay. I like it. You're very chill. You're very chill. Yeah, he is super chill. He will follow the lead of what anybody else does, but he will just lay and snuggle with you, and he's just very calm. So, yeah. So I think he's super underrated, because everybody always comments on Zoot's suit and the girls' wild colors, but he's just quiet. He's kind of like a background guy. We love him for it. So let's see. Shim Sham is next, because they were born in color order. So we have one more black. Hello, baby doll. Hello, baby doll. Here's Shim Sham. We'll hopefully know after this weekend if Shim Sham is officially going to a home. Yeah. There's a possible farm that she'll be going to, which would be super cool for her. I think she would be just the most amazing farm dog, because she's so adventurous. So I could definitely see her out playing and watching other animals and having adventures outside. So she is most likely, she might, yeah, she might. I think she does. So, but she's lovely. She's great. She's a good little, she looks just like a lab. And we're hoping. And she is very often the biggest. She's got a nice tall body for a miniature. And yeah, she's great. So who's next? Mira was next, right?
Everybody's in the tunnel.
Everyone's in the tunnel. They love this tunnel. So if you guys want to go to Home Goods,
Coming your way.
they're probably sick of seeing us there, but you can go and and they sell this tunnel there, and they absolutely love this tunnel. It is so much fun. And when you bring your puppy home, you're gonna need to devote a couple times a day where you're really playing with them, especially in the evening. Give them a little time and wear them out just like this. We set up a little pen. We never give free range of a house to a puppy, pretty much ever.
Yeah, definitely not.
Definitely not at this age. They give them a nice contained spot and wear them out, play ball, get a tunnel out. They will wear themselves out. So easy. Here is Mira. Come here, baby. Mira also, so long as, hi, do you like my hair? Do you like my hair? So long as Chickadee is done with nursing, I think Mira's done nursing, so she might be fine. But she should be going home to her family next weekend. Yeah. No, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Say hi. Hi. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Do you see yourself? Who's that dog? Who's that dog? Do you see yourself? Yeah. Yes, a training lead literally attached to your hip is it's the best way to go. We have these really, really lightweight training leads that we use. I'll pull one out soon and show you what I mean, but I think every family should be going home. Well, every family will go home with one of these. Collar, any color is fine. Yeah. But these things are light as a feather, and our dogs will all of the time. Oh, you already have one on. You already have one on. Here we go. Where's your little hook? There it is. Okay. So all the time, our puppies, all right, not this age, but pretty soon, they'll just go around just like this. This will live with them. Hi, it's Mira. Yeah, look, your dad's watching. Your dad's watching. Say hello. Nope, wrong baby. Where'd you go? Ah, you guys switched. You guys switched on me. Here you go. Hi. You like looking at yourself, huh? Here she is. They did play in the mud today, okay? Just like toddlers, they saw a mud puddle and they thought that was just the coolest thing, and they went running. And it was the first time I've had a dog who is a little bit white go jump in mud. So that was exciting, and they got tubbies. You can tell that Tacky Annie, who's next that I'm going to show you, got a fresh tubby today because she looks like a big blown out snowball now. Look at her. But there's Tacky Annie. Yeah, I know. You're a little wild. You're a little wild and silly. Yep, you are. She is light as a feather. It's so funny picking her up after the others because she weighs nothing. Yeah, who is there? Lindy. Yep. So we really recommend these little leads. Probably families are buying all of the really cute leads that their family wants with the bling or the leopard prints or whatever. I don't know, whatever families we have. But they will go home with these. And so you can use those and just leave them kind of hanging around their neck in the house, especially when they're this tiny. I really don't think that the camera shows how small these dogs actually are. Like, I'm a pretty little person. When I watch these videos, I'm like, they look bigger on the camera, but they are really tiny. If these fences were down, they would be going underneath our couch, and we would need to be able to give a little tug and bring a puppy back. So that's really important. Flapper. Hey, hey, come here, gorgeous. All right, and here's Flapper. Here's Flapper. Here we go. Flapper has a new hairstyle, everybody, because she just sported a couple new curls this week above her ears. Look at them. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're wondering where the voice is coming from. You see my face? Hi. All right. Flapper is still absolutely lovely. And she is available. It's funny. Everybody was asking for her right in the beginning. She was one of the first to find a home, but unfortunately it fell through, and she still needs to be placed now. She does not have a decided family yet, so I'm excited. I don't know. She could. I can't think of a situation she wouldn't be good for. I think she would do well in a lot of different types of situations. So she loves being outside. She's super, super adventurous.
Yeah.
Her sense of smell is amazing. It has been since the beginning. Her scent training was a lot of fun. There wasn't a single thing she didn't respond to.
Their eyes weren't open yet.
Yep.
And their ears were not functioning, so scent was what they had.
Yeah.
And every time we put a new scent near her, her nose would really go for it visibly.
Yeah.
You could see her nostrils moving.
It was really sweet. And then this week when we took them to the vet, she was licking at the window, so I decided for fun to put it down a little crack, and she immediately wanted that little nose right at the window. So I think she'll be one of those dogs, that cute one that you see down the street that wants to stick their head through the window. But again, they're really small, so maybe they're not. Yeah, so that's the gang. That's it. We we're in our 7th week now, which means we're going to finally be talking about puppies starting to go home and transition to their homes. We're going to be doing next phases of training with some of them, which is a lot of fun, where they're going to be able to be given kibble by hand so that we can do a lot of their hand training. And yeah, I think that's about it with introductions for everybody and who's available. So we've got Tacky Annie, all right, our silly little goose here. I'm really hoping she gets a silly family. I really am. I think that'd be super cool. Or a really boring one that needs to spice it up.
There you go.
That'd be cool too. But I think she needs somebody who's a little bit fun. So what else? All right. So when you get your dog home, and really this is with a lot of breeds, but you really want to work with what breed you have. So finding out what kind of dog you have and what sorts of things that they're good at, that they thrive doing, is really, really important. So these dogs are very athletic. They need to go out and go for a run or go for a walk, or just have some intentional playtime. Puzzles are really good for them. They're incredibly smart. So just as important as working out their little bodies is working out their little brains, and that will tire them out just as much. That's why we do so much social training with them, because if we just kept them inside all the time, we'd have probably pretty healthy dogs, but pretty mentally fearful dogs, dogs who are a little more prone to anxiety and don't do as well with other situations. So getting them out and having them hearing, different sounds, different voices. Let's see, what have they been exposed to so far? We've done push mower and riding mower. We've done power tools, saw and drill, right? Yep. Okay. We've done crying babies. Oh, we always do crying babies. We have a church right in our backyard, so you will hear all sorts of every age of every kid screaming at some point. And sometimes a mom, too. So, what else? Traffic. We've done our regular traffic that we have here, but we also have gone to an ice cream stand. Again, they don't get out and go on the grass or anything. We have a little hazmat area bubble that we set up for them, but they're nice and close and they can hear the sounds, and They do great with that.
In the house, blender, blow dryer,
Yeah.
vacuum.
Yeah.
Lots of clapping and human noise.
Lots of clapping. Our kids are really nice to each other. They really do applaud each other all the time for just any achievement. It's pretty hilarious. So,
as you can imagine, with as many kids in the house as we have, not a whole lot of quiet moments.
Yep.
And adults for that matter.
Yep. We have someone, Grandpa who lives with us who has dementia, so we have, the sound of a cane going all the time, and the exposure. We have the exposure of all ages, which is really, really nice.
Yeah. Other dog noise.
Other dogs, yep. We do have a cat, so they're pretty familiar with seeing a cat around. They don't have a ton of interaction with the cat just because we kept them pretty well separated until about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we started doing some stories with them. So we just, hold them, or we push them in the little puppy stroller so they can have new scents. The sound of a shopping cart, the feel of a shopping cart. What else? Car rides is probably the thing I'm the most excited about, only because I would say most puppies do throw up on you in the car for a while. It goes on a while. It's pretty annoying. This is 7 without a single...
When we picked up Chickadee, she was about 5 hours away.
Yep.
And she got sick
Yep.
many times all the way home. Good old Miles.
Yep. Yeah. And then Molly, we got her way far in the other direction, and on the way home, poor Amy got covered with a gift on the way home. So she didn't care because, it's cute and adorable still, but knowing that you can travel with them is awesome. So, yeah, and then the swimming was super exciting this week.
Mira, somebody said hello to Mira.
Oh, hello. Yep, so baths, they're still getting comfortable with baths. They're not loving that, so I was actually quite surprised when they saw a little stream and wanted to just jump right in. That was pretty surprising to me. Some of them do okay in the bath. Mira does okay in the bath. I think Tacky Annie does okay in the bath. How did you do today?
Tacky Annie likes to be blow dried.
Okay.
She's enjoying that.
Yeah. They are genetically predispositioned to enjoy blow drying. Their father loves the blow dryer. Whenever I'm blow drying anyone's hair, he tries to plant himself underneath me so that he can be blown dry. It's very sweet. When dogs go home to families, they're going to be freshly groomed, so you won't have to think about that for a little while. But then you will want to make sure that you have on hand a slicker comb and a greyhound. Do you want to?
Yeah.
I didn't bring those over, and I did want to talk about grooming tonight. So they don't shed, and we're not exaggerating when we say they don't shed. They really don't shed. We do say low to non-shedding, just because I feel like someone could possibly shed. To me, it seems silly to say an animal could never ever shed. But we have mom and dad, and those dogs do not shed. They just don't. So if we want a hair off of them, we remove it ourselves. And that sounds like an absolute dream, especially for allergy sufferers. But it is work. So you're going to want like a little kit that you use. I like daily. I hear other people talk about, oh, you have to groom your doodle once a week. I don't think that that's enough. But that might just be me. And maybe because we like to keep ours somewhat longer. But as far as grooming supplies, you'll want a slicker comb. That's this guy here. Okay. And some of them feel a little bit sharp. I like this one. If you want something super, super expensive that you can brag about, you can get the Chris Christensen slicker brush. That is the top of the line. I am not allowed to get it per my teen son. He thinks hundreds of dollars for a slicker brush is a little much. So I have the knockoff Chris Christensen. But this is a slicker brush, so you'll want one of these. And this is a greyhound comb. This guy right here. Okay. And I'll provide links to families if you need. Okay, these would be your 2 bare basics that you'll need. All right, and every day you're going to want to, let's see, we'll do Mira. All right, every day you're going to want to go through your doodle. All right, I like daily, and again, most people do every few days or weekly. I like just going through them once a day. Go through with the slicker brush, all right? And then you take your greyhound, and you should be able to easily get through them without any catches, okay? Now you can here. His hair's a little bit longer than hers. You can do what's called line brushing, okay, which is where you can kind of go down and draw little lines in them, all right, and separate their coat out. They're very short now, so you don't really need to, all right? But that just checks for any matting. Dogs that don't shed can mat. I mean, any dog can mat, but especially ones that, that are double coated, these aren't, or that don't shed. They can knot up quite easily. So anyway, I think it's a piece of cake to just go through them once every day or two and get that. Now, you can grow them out nice and long. Some people really aren't into doing a lot of excessive grooming. We love excessive grooming. I kind of live for excessive grooming, but every Friday at least. And don't bite that. That's not for you. But you can just keep your dog nice and short too. And then that's really, really easy to get through. The first year of puppy grooming is actually pretty simple. They've got these really light as a feather coats.
Yeah.
And they're very easy. The coats will stay very, very soft. They'll just thicken up. So they'll feel this soft, but they'll be thicker. They'll be more substantial.
Curls will get tighter.
Curls will get tighter, yep. But not so tight that you can't brush through.
Oh.
They are all combable curls. So they also grow they're fully furnished. So everybody is fully furnished. And the full furnishing is really what limits the shedding. So that's this particular Labradoodle. So they will have eyebrows and mustaches, and they will keep growing. Oh, I wonder if they can see this. Okay, this happens all the time. Bear and Chickadee do this to each other. They will hold each other's training lead, and Bear will, look at, can you see this? I don't know if you can I pull you over here? All right, so George has Tacky Annie's little training lead here, and he thinks he's going to walk her. Bear walks Chickadee all the time when we leave her training lead on. For safety purposes, so everyone brings their, well, not everyone, most people bring their dog to our church. So, but the rule is you have to leave a lead on them at all times. So, anyway, when we come inside, we have leads usually on our dogs, and it's hilarious because Bear will literally walk Chickadee around the house with hers on. Let's see. All right, so that's grooming. This is the wash. Everyone's going to go home with this. All right, this is like the first thing I bought as soon as Chickadee was pregnant, is enough of this for every single family. We use Rose and Apothecary is what it's called, baby powder scent, because it's so lovely. And it's really, really nice on their hair. My dogs may also use L'Oreal Elvive and a couple layers of other things, but you don't have to. So everyone will go home with one of those as well. Now let's see, what else do I have in my little grooming kit? A lot of stuff I don't use. This is literally for my daughters. All right, I have this. This is a pin comb. I don't know if you can see that. All right. I actually really like these. You have to be very, very careful with them, but that's if they do get a mat in them. You can kind of gently work it out. You use your slicker comb, then you use your line brush, your greyhound comb, and then you kind of use this to feather through. There are other ones, like these types of things, that people really caution against you using a whole lot so that you don't damage the coat. But these have blades on them, and they will be used more by like a professional groomer or someone that has a whole lot of experience. So that's not really something you have to have at home unless you're planning on really training on how to groom on your own. Hey, this was a waste of money that I thought I needed. It was detangler. You don't need detangler if you properly groom your dog. This is when I thought they were going to need 2 of them. This is again for my daughter. All right, so let's see. And then nail clippers. You'll need nail clippers to trim their nails. Some of them will have black nails. Black nails are pretty tricky to trim because they have quicks that you can't really see that are in there, and they tend to bleed. So I always recommend everybody has some quick stop. Thinking that thing over there, but there's like little powders. We keep them on hand, and you dip the little nail in it if you get it. If you do cut your puppy's nail and it bleeds, try not to cry. It'll stop. You can do the styptic powder and just dip a little bit in there, and it'll stop the bleeding. Or you can do what I do and cut them once and decide you're never going to do it again, and pay your vet way too much money to do it for you. And that's the technique that I use. So, yep. And then I have scissors, because if you do not trim their eyes, they won't have them anymore. They will literally, the hair will grow and grow and grow, and your dog won't see you anymore. So again, nothing comes off the dog unless you remove it. And so there are ways that you can learn how to cut them yourself. I love it.
You probably knew a girl in 5th grade that's whose bangs were like that, but these dogs will do that too.
Yeah, these dogs will do it too. So, yeah. All right, so that's that. So half that kit we don't even use, but those are the couple of things that you'll want for your dog when you go home.
Another thing about grooming is, even though when you first get them home, they don't need to be groomed as much because their hair is softer and not as long yet, it's good to get them in the habit, because eventually they'll need it, and it'll just be habit. They'll be used to it. Also, it has helped with a couple of our kids who, because dogs, we've talked on our lives about giving dogs your space versus, pushing them from the space you're in. All right, and so it's helped a couple of our kids who maybe were more like a playmate, be more of an owner, to actually be a groomer. You sit for me, I do this for you, and it's kind of helped that relationship a little. Yeah,
that's a really good point. And that's a really good point about doing it even if you don't have to do it, so that they stay in the habit. Because right now, when they go home, they will be used to baths, blow dries, combing. They'll be used to their ears being played with, their tails, their paws, and that's a really good habit to keep up with. Because even though they will go to the vet more often in the first year, and then hardly at all, the next year, hopefully just once, we put so much into their health and well-being so that you have to take them to the vet for just well checks. Excuse me. I was just talking about how laid back you were. So you put in all of the work up front so that you don't have to do a lot of vet visits. You still want them accustomed to being able to be handled by your groomer or your vet, if they ever need to. So even once a year, you still want a dog that's not going to go ahead and lunge for your vet if they try to look at their paws or look inside their mouth or anything. So keep handling them when you get home. And then, let's see, and then boundaries. So we'll keep talking about boundaries until we're blue in the face, because that is going to be the thing that keeps you really loving your dog, is boundaries. So keeping a training lead on them, keeping one of these around your house so that if you have to go and use the bathroom, you pop them into the little pen so they know where they are. Hi. Here, I'm going to start you over here so they can actually see your little hop towards me. Go ahead. Yes, that's so cute. But if you go to the bathroom and you just leave them, in the kitchen or the dining room or living room, and you think that they're just fine or they were just sleeping, they can get into trouble really easy. If you shape their boundaries often and early, you will have a dream dog. You will not have issues. We just don't have dogs that chew on our furniture. I actually can't even imagine that. We don't have dogs that eat our shoe or kids' toys that disappear, because you just be careful and vigilant often and early on their boundaries and let them know that you're in charge of the boundaries. You know, I don't want you to bite me, you're going over there. I don't want you to bite me, you're going over there. All right, I don't want you to bite me, you're going over there. Take a toy. All right, and you redirect. And yeah, it's work in the beginning, but they get so tired so easy. They go from this to this little one, all right, in like a half hour. All right, and so you just take that time and you play, you get them worn out, and they will go to sleep. And then you keep their boundaries. There is nothing wrong with crates and little gates and little leashes. And there's a lot of people who just attach a little leash to their waist so the puppy knows I just kind of go with you. They're littles. It's a blessing to be able to bring home a puppy this young, for sure. You definitely get a huge advantage that you get to put in exactly what you want out of a dog. But the trade-off is, you know, it is more work. You want to really keep an eye on them. Our kids, a chore is absolutely looking at the floor and making sure there isn't a bunch of little stuff all over the floor that they can get to.
Legos hurt your feet, but
Lego,
also
yeah, Legos
stuck
hurt your
in
feet.
dogs. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, House of Doodles. Okay. So yeah. And then I think that's about it. So toys, we went over this kind of early, one of our earlier lives, but we have toys that we keep very, very different from any other objects in our house too. So probably the most similar thing to anything in our house would be this little crinkly Hershey bar. And that is just maybe could look like a house pillow, but that's about it. Everything else is going to be this jute material. It's going to be recycled firehouse rope is a good one. It's going to be hard balls, leather, suede, non-toxic rubbery type materials. This tunnel is great. What else? Oh, like these little Nylabones. We actually just introduced this for the first time this week, and they love that. These balls, Outward Hound should pay me to do their marketing, actually, because we own almost every size ball. I found one this week that we don't own yet, but they love these balls. And then next year, when you're all wondering what to throw to your doodle, send me a message and I'll send you to the link to the one we use now with our toddler doodles, because those things are literally indestructible. But these little guys, again, they sell right at Home Goods, and you can go get the little ones now. So, yeah. But they'll go home with some toys, because our 2.5-year-old dogs are not going to get the teeny tiny puppy toys. So those toys will go home with the puppies. Yeah. So let's see. So we're doing crate training still. We are doing potty training, which is going beyond well.
Yep, crate training is going amazing too.
Yep.
They're really enjoying crates.
Yeah, they do.
Versus,
they really like the crates. Yeah.
Doors are still open though overnight.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start locking them soon.
Yeah. They still use the bathroom so often that locking the crate door just doesn't seem like it would be reasonable right now. But they leave, they go potty where they're supposed to, and they go back and just go right in their crates. So they'll be very, very used to that by the time they go home. And then when they're ready to go home, I would highly recommend that they go home, you shut that crate door, and then you just set an alarm for every couple hours. Go get them out, take them out to go potty through the night, and then during the day, obviously, wherever you would like them to be. They are not going to be able to be left alone for long periods of time. They're just, and I don't really know of a puppy breed that could be left alone for a long period of time as a young puppy. So having a plan, and we've talked with families about this, having a plan so that you have somebody who can be close to the puppy, able to check on them. If you do have to go out for an entire day, you'll want to plan for that, someone to come in and check on the puppy, or they're very easy to travel with, so see if you can just bring them with you. Yeah, what else?
As far as training goes, we're at the very early stages. We're actually very early stages of leash. We've tried a leash on them a couple times. But also we're starting to take shifts, and even though this potty training on the crate system is going well, we're also bringing them to the grass, so that in here we sprinkle grass from the lawn underneath their crates, so that they have that scent connection to where I go to the bathroom is a grass type area. Hopefully nobody from
where you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, not me.
No,
yeah.
His is nicer.
But hopefully they don't go to Arizona where there's no grass anymore. but hopefully they're going to associate that as they get older, and they're like Kim said, they're holding it for long periods of time until they get home. If we set a great, like in the lawn, we kind of just stay with them, so we let them run free. But if we put this up for a little bit, they don't use the bathroom until we take it down.
Yep.
Because they are understanding this is my area I'm in, and then I go out from it to go to the bathroom. So it's going well for that.
Yeah.
Which we had nice reputable breeders, but our two Labradoodles, when they got home, were not potty trained.
No, we were starting from scratch.
And we were starting from scratch at 8 weeks and 12 weeks respectively. And if it was already some kind of introduction and then it was just adjustment to new home, that would have been probably a month less of really all that effort. So
Mira still wants to say hello, so I will just hold her. Yes. Let's see. So they can go on an airplane. That was another thing. They are gonna, and they should stay small enough to be able to go on the inside of an airplane. For anyone who wants to fly. If anyone wants them that's out of state, we would have to do some kind of flight nanny. I would not feel comfortable shipping a puppy. That sounds absolutely terrifying to me, but there are people who do flight nannies, and that would be something we would have to work out. We're not big flyers, but we'll drive. We drive places, and so far they love the driving. So I think that's about it for tonight. Food is going well. They're still working on weaning, so we hope that this week will maybe be the end of nursing completely, so that we're not breaking any hearts next weekend for everyone who's hoping that their puppy in particular can come home next weekend. Hopefully weaning will be done, but I think it's looking pretty good. I think if we're getting to that point, she's nursing so little that it's not them that wants to nurse. She'll jump in and she'll want to be able to nurse just a little bit. So I do think we're still right on track for next weekend. We're probably going to plan a park day for pickup next Saturday is what we've been talking about doing. So we're going to reach out to families and just let you know the period of time that we're going to be at the park, and we will bring all of your stuff to the park and some goodies because we really want to celebrate with everybody. It's pretty exciting. We could not be more excited for families getting their puppies. When we got our puppy, we had COVID, so we couldn't really do much. We showed up in a whole suit. They handed us a dog in a parking lot, and we had to run away. That was the setup there. So this will be a little bit more fun for everybody. That was many years ago, though. Let's see. And then I think that's it. So let us know what questions you might have. especially families who are taking home these in particular, but we don't mind other questions from other people. We have really enjoyed as we're getting out and meeting new people, talking to people about their puppies and what they're doing and what breeds they have and who they got. It's just such a great way to connect. So yeah, so you can send over any questions that you might have on training tips. If we know them, great. If not, we'll tell you. So, and then I think that's it. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right.
Everybody's starting to sleep. So
Everybody's starting to sleep, and Flapper is going to take Tacky Annie for a walk. So reach out if you're interested in anyone that's left. We are super happy to meet with you and see who might be a good fit. And thank you very, very much for sharing our page and all that good stuff so that we could do a live tonight. We do really appreciate that, and that really kind of warmed our hearts that we had friends that were really sweet about just doing that right away. So thank you. All right, have a wonderful week, everybody, and we will see you in a few days. Happy Father's Day. All right, bye.
bye-bye.